In all of these examples that I'm about to give, there is key information about what the answer will be in the question. So reading the question is more important here than ever before, because there will be certain bits of information in the wording of the question that you need in order to get the answer right. So let's have a look at some of these examples. We've got question 6 first of all, and what you've got to do is look for 2 letters that appear twice in the word preparation and once in precipitation. And part of the wording in the question tells you in what order you need to write down those answers. So that's very important, because it's all well and good finding out which letters they're talking about, but if you don't write them down in the correct order, that will be an incorrect answer. So make sure that you read the question. Even if you think you've understood it, read it again and just make sure. With our second example, we've got question 9, which is about a diagram, and it's asking you about, adding together certain numbers in that diagram that fit in certain spaces. So make sure that you read correctly where these numbers are located that you need to work with, because if you just assume you know which ones they're talking about, chances are you're going to get it wrong. So make sure you read it again and you know where the numbers are that you've got to work with, and you know exactly what you need to do with them. And then in our final example, we've got question 11, which is asking for a missing letter, but not just a missing letter, one that's missing 5 times from this series of words. And the answer makes the sentence actually make sense. So when you put that letter in there, the sentence as a whole will, not be nonsense. Whereas if you just look at it plainly, then it does look like they're just a series of unconnected words. But you've got to think carefully about, you look at, for instance, the first word, there's a blank and then E-V-E-N. Go through the alphabet and think about which letters can go with that, and any that you find, then apply to the rest of them. But what you need to remember is to read the question so you know you're looking for one single letter and not maybe 2 that will fit in all those places, etc. Make sure you know exactly what you're looking for before you go looking for it. I can't stress it enough. Reading the question is so important. It's the first thing you do, and if you want to be really, really thorough, go back and read the question again once you've answered it, and make sure your answer fulfills the task that you've been set. Read it over and over, make sure you get all the important information from the question that you need, and then attempt your answer.